tragedy. Not something you typically expect good to come out of. Here I am living proof that going through tragedy after tragedy after tragedy can really make you learn to appreciate things and to make the good out of situations. In this speech I will tell you about a time in my life when I just continuously was going through a lot of tragedy and what good came out of it and how it's made me the person that I am today. 2 days before my 7th grade year started, my aunt, who was my best friend, my role model, was killed in a car crash unexpectedly. It rocked my world. I didn't understand why something so terribly would happen. I became very angry, and I didn't know how I was going to make it through such a tragic event by myself. And at the time I was building a relationship with the Lord, and I was confused as to why this God that everyone says is so perfect and so, holy and great would do something like this. But when it happened, I was just overwhelmed by this love that I was getting from people around me who were praying with me, who were crying with me, who were doing everything that I needed to get through this time. And I really just learned how community is so important and how you have to take advantage of the people that love you. Then, my freshman year, I went on a ski trip with my youth group, and one of my very good friends was in a really bad accident, and we didn't think she was going to make it, and I actually saw the accident happen, and it rocked my world again. And I just couldn't understand why someone so wonderful would be put through such a terrible situation. But again, this community rallied around us, and when we got back from Colorado, they were at the church to welcome us with open arms and prayers, and we went through that together, and it allowed me to just trust that good things can come from bad situations. My sophomore year of high school, my grandfather was put into the hospital in February, and he was in the hospital for 7 months, constant. I went to school, I did my after-school activities, and I went to the hospital to see him pretty much every day. And he was then put into hospice care, and he was with hospice for a while, and then he passed away. And after he passed away, while I had time to prepare for it because we knew what was happening, or what was coming, it was still just, you never want to lose someone, And this community, again, they came to my grandfather's service. They brought me food while my parents were doing things that needed to be done. They rallied around me again and loved me. My grandmother, after the funeral, laid down, and we called hospice in on her the next day. She passed away 6 weeks later. And for the 6 weeks that she was alive, my mom moved in with her to help take care of her. And my dad was taking over my grandparents' business, so a lot of that 6 weeks I was alone, by myself. I was taken to school, and then I came home, and I didn't think I was going to make it by myself, and I never once was alone. My sister's friends were the people that came to my choir concerts and when my parents couldn't, and came and made me dinner and made sure I was doing my homework, and took me to see my grandmother since I couldn't drive at the time. And so this community just rallied around me to make things okay and love me. My grandmother passed away, and again, I was loved for. And so the point of this is, you can go through all these terrible things, and these terrible things that happened shaped me into the person that I am today. I now have this faith that the Lord is so much bigger and has this greater plan for us. And I now know that anytime something bad is happening, I run to this community of people, and I will never have to do anything alone. So when something terrible is going on in your life, don't do it alone. Run to the people who care for you, run to the people who love you, because they're going to help you get through it. And also, whether you're a believer or not, trust that there's a plan. There's a reason that you're going through this, because it's going to make you stronger. I miss those people daily, but I would never take those things back, because it's made me into the person that I am today, and for that I'm very thankful.